I signed it at the park today. They had to put this on my wrist. From the minute I put this on my wrist when I went fishing, okay? Well, I mean, the kid next to me. I mean, didn't you see the kid next to me when I was fishing? I thought for sure I'd catch something. He was standing there pissing in the lake. I said, oh my God, I'm going to catch penisicles or something. You want to see the greatest thing? These two cats. These are sisters. The mother quit feeding her. The sister had the babies at the same time as the mother of the sister of the sister. And this is, she's like right over the side here. This cat will go to sleep right next to me. Right behind me, this cat will go to sleep. And you'll nudge her and move her over and pick her up. And okay, we're back to the beginning again. There is no failure if there's only now. When the last word is spoken for what you need in memory is only now, for the added effects of how you care is completely separated, because you can only live now. You're in the block, you're on the spoon, okay? You only can live on the spoon. The rest of that soup is down there, the other soup is in your head, the little fish are swimming around thinking about fish. I'm telling you, the spoon and the fish, what we spoon and we spoon for fish, it's a spoon we put on for reflective, okay? Spoon and fish. Now we go fish and birds. Now, what's all this with the fish? What I'm thinking is that when I eat this fish, okay, he goes into my arteries, into my heart, into my blood. He breaks up all over. And that fish, whoop, look at that. I'm a fish. I don't have no more tail. Well, that's up my ass. I don't have any arms or fins. Fins. Fin in French is 5. 55. Fins. I lost my fins. I lost my tail. I gained 2 legs. I have more fins. I have a fin on top. Whatever the fins is. One of the fins even goes like this. And they're designed as like a triangle. Shards. Is that what Johnny would have said? Would have been shards. In 2000 and something, we went to Walt Disney World, and I wasted 9 hours with my family. 9 hours with my family because I wanted to get those tickets for free for all of us, or at half price. We would have saved $200. How much do you think it cost to lose my whole day in Florida to go and buy a condo carrying and sharing? Anyways, to get off that, New York Rangers, New World Order. Same, 23, 23rd letter, okay, 6th letter, New York Rangers. Anyways, it says we won, but now they lost. New York Rangers, Los Angeles Kings. The numbers that come out of it is 392. 3 by 9 is 27, 3 and 9 is 12, 9 by 2, and 9 plus 2 is 18, 29. This equals to 11, this equals to 3. The two of them will equal to 23 or 32 again. The backdoor entrance, okay? The fallen angels, lost angels, and kings. It's the skins. Kings, K-I-N-G-S, skins. The skins, the angel skins. The soul, S-O-L, a la soul, Los Angeles angel skins that run with AC power 3 and 1. Actually, it's 1-2-1, which is the 11-11 of the hidden 7 that connects the L, S-L, maybe a sled ride, okay, or skins the other way. The alphabet here, if we go together, this will be 3, 7, 2, okay? 7 or 3, 9 or 2 is this way or this way. Between the 7 and the 9, on which side it is, the 9 is the birth through the 7th gateway. So what is alive through the 7th gateway? Inside the 8th heaven, because they bring the 2 together. I don't know how it works, and I'm probably not perfect with it anyways. Another thing that I wanted to say, that it was mentioned by A-R-C-H-A-I-A-I. I can't really say it, but this is the number, 34 degrees Celsius, okay? 34, actually, whatever it was, it becomes the Celsius Fahrenheit, but 34 became 34 by 1.8. Irregardless, okay, these numbers that came together, I'm just going to show you what they come together. It'd be 2754, which is one double the other. Something to do with a bigot, maybe a bagel, I'm not really sure. 18 has to do with the 3 worlds, the world at 10, the world at 8, and the world that connects the pieces together that point over here, okay? 34 means number 1, okay? When you add 34 to 2720, you end up with 2754. But why I actually showed it to you, because it just so happens angel resident of 1, when you multiply this by this, regardless if I was going Fahrenheit or Celsius, okay, it ends up equaling to 27 and 20, which is T and Y. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 27, 20 would equal 47, which equals into time. 20, when you have a roll of 20 on the Monopoly board, it usually gets you into free parking, but the 20th area is actually landed on New York. So this is the number you get. You add the 34, you get 2754. 2754 plus add the 18 is 7272, or 2772, which would actually be 4554. One fox gets the other fox, and it mentions Jupiter over here. I'm not sure what this means, but this is what I have to tell everybody. Now you tell me if this is good. Imagine, and I was told by someone, they said, hey man, why are you telling us this stuff? Everybody already knows it. I mean, you're not telling us something we didn't know. So that means if this guy thinks, or if anybody else thinks, the situation calls for a remedy. So thank you for bringing up the situation. I'm going to make something with the remedy, or to make up a remedy. But since I'm ill-knowledgeable to know what exact word I will use, I will say it as it is and try to explain it the way I understand it, that I want you to understand it. Okay? So here's the way it goes. If I think of 100 little things to write down during the day where I find something silly inside of it that people already know, that will be 7 days a week times 100. It would be 700. In 52 weeks, it'll be 3,500 different items that I brought up of things that people already knew. I must be the stupidest guy on earth that somebody knows 3,520 items, 3,520 items, the same items I already knew and more. This would make these people utterly trippy, one of the smartest people in the world. Remember, let's do it. So over a 5-year period, there will be 15,000 items that I will mention, because Mr. Tackman's is 4-year period. Okay, so 4 years at 35, there's going to be 13,000 items that I would have mentioned in the 4 years of Mr. Tackman's here on YouTube that people already knew. 12,000 things people knew more than me, and I'm still learning them, so they know all more than me. I must be the dumbest guy. I've got to be the stupidest guy. But I'm catching up. That's not so bad. Do you want to see what this cat is doing again? She's drinking off of her. This cat is like the greatest cat in the world. Well, I can't say that. I don't want to say that. But what I will say, okay, is that you're right. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and you're right. I'm mentioning what people already know, because I'm not coming on here and saying it because people already know it. I'm saying it because I didn't know it, and I want to show you what I'm learning. I didn't know it before. But whatever it is you don't think I know, and whatever it is that I think I do know, that's the difference, is what we think. That's all. You think what you think, I think what I think. I think you're thinking, and I'm thinking too. That's good. Two good thinkers, at least someone is thinking. Now, if he's wasting his time thinking that everything I'm doing is no good, he's finding reason to make what I'm saying good no good, so therefore he's learning again. He's learning about what's no good. He just learned that what he heard from me, well, it's no good, so if he hears it again, he'll know it's no good again. If it wasn't right the first time, it ain't going to be right the second time. But when we have a matching figure of all of what we don't know, and we put all of what we don't know into a computer, into a different area, they're going to make a puzzle of, I don't know this, and I don't know that. Well, here's what it is. This is the I don't know family. This is Mr. I don't know this. That's the Mr. I don't know that. This and that got together, and life went on. 40 years ago, 40 in Monopoly, the number 32 in Celsius is the back door opener, 0 Fahrenheit, and it shows it's a 0 Fahrenheit because now you can pass through the middle. 32 degrees came, it's above and below. The Los Angeles Kings, the crown is above, the crown is below. The crown is above, The crown is below. Very good, I'm upside down. That's the way I want to hear it. I don't want to be right side up. I'm not here to tell anybody how to learn. I'm showing you how I learn. And I'm trying to do it for the best way, just in case you decide to not do it my way or to choose a new way to do it, whichever way you want to do it. If you say you're not going to learn, you'll always learn, because there's always going to be something new that bothers you. My jungle. My mother played this. My mother played 2 great games in her lifetime. My mother brought in the world and is going to exit the world 2 ways. She brings in the jungle when the family was born, and now she carries us over the bridge in the game she loves to play. Don't worry about that, but she's a real good knitter. I'm telling you, Mom's a good knitter. And you know what my mom can do good? She cooks well. She has patience over her cooking and her grandchildren. You know else what my mom can do? She can welcome you in with an open arm. Well, for most of you at least. I'm usually the reason nobody ever really welcomes me in is they all know I'm waiting at the back door in case something happens. I'm the first one out. So I usually close the door at the end. By that time, my mother has welcomed everybody in. I'm ready for the party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What else is there to welcome besides the food? Oh, yes, and her name is Have a Good Time. Ha de la vie. And she'll give you the passage in the E-world of the Len. The E-world Len. That is the, she gave me the wool of which I wear, which is my body. So we did this thing over here, and how stupid I am, and like 12,000 things. Like, I learned 12,000 things in the last couple of years that people already know. I'm going to go in the future, I'm going to learn 4,000 more. That'll be 8,000, excuse me, 12,000. I'll go 4 more years in the future. It'll be 25,000 things that I'll learn that everybody else knows already. 24,000 items that everybody knows that I'm just learning right now. I'm so happy somebody noticed that, because I wouldn't be able to come on here and do this video. So we did the Los Angeles Kings. Red Rover, let Grover come over. And the first thing that came to my mind was liver. What goes through our liver? Why do we have liver? Is it anything to do with Liverpool? Liver and Red Rover, what is it within our mind? How does our mind, Red Rover, are we calling the red dog to come over that turns within our mind so we can grab the spirit and think a little bit more correctly within the demeans, okay? Because all robotics live, but if they refuse to use the concept of communication within their own mind, they will not be able to advance, and they will always think that they are right because they don't know to be wrong. They don't understand it. They've never learned it. It's like hello, your head's like a rock. Head's hard as a rock, right? Or how about in French they go en tête de pierre, eh? En tête de pierre, like Fred Flintstone, Pierre Feu, who had his Dino dinosaur, and he always thought he was a bumbling fool, right? Because he refused to understand, to see. Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone. BR for Brown. FR for the freedom of 6, 6, and 18. Barney Rubble. The earth, the soul, the understanding. Wilma and Betty. The beta world. Wilma, Wilhelm, the king at the front of the boat. And she hangs up the back of the boat. Is it a Freud? Is it a fraud? Is it froid for cold? What is it between rotting in hell, hot and cold? Is it the coals of the coal, or is it the silver? Is it the coal of the diamonds of the eyes, the nose of carrot, the buttons of the shirt? The pods, the iPods. Oh, here it is. I found Zion from my last video. Here, inside freeze in hell, it says Zion. Rot in hell, freeze in hell. How about Mitt in hell? Mitt. Put that, Mitt Romney, but put that word Mitt. I've been working on it for a long time, and I have a good reason. Because my middle name that my parents gave me was Mitchell. Raphael Mitchell. Now, I'm not really sure what my name is, and it really bugs me. I'd like to say I own this name. Or actually, I'm using it in part since I'm here, and then they'll put it on my Pierre. You know, my Pierre, what do you think that happens when you die? They put a Pierre on top of you. Everywhere you go, there's a Pierre. Pay none. Pay none. Don't pay Pierre shit. You know why I say that? because Pierre and Nun and Pay Nun is on all, well, the Hebrew the ones I did see, all the cemetery stones, all the Hebrew cemetery stones, they say a Pay and a Nun in Hebrew letters. Don't pay no flintstone nothing. He burnt us up, because a flintstone is a stone that you can make a flint off of, right? Then we've got Hell's Kitchens, okay, and back to the Los Angeles Kings or the Angel Kings. The last thing I wanted to mention was aloe vera, because in aloe vera, okay, says the word love. The green light to love is in not aloe. Take away the A and take away the A. It's ever. Aloe, ever. Angel. Hello forever, my angel. Raphael 72. 86. From beyond, maybe upon, the constellation of Pegasus, from within and from without, from with what I have and from my doubt, I will say, take this one world. Now they curl up. Before I let you go, I say what I say, and whatever I say, it is. It is what it is. I must be dumb in another way if I couldn't think the other way, but how many ways can I think at the same time? So I just take it one way, and I think one way for now, and I'm really opened up for anybody thinking any other way. And if there was another way I could be thinking or saying right now, then would I do it any other way than the way I'm doing it now? Because if I keep changing my mind, I'll never get anything done. So this is the way I'm thinking, and thank you. Aloha, aloe vera. And vera comes from the three ladies. We're now talking ants. When we talk ants, there's little for me. For me in the word French says to me, F-U-C-K, me, for me. And it's for me only and nobody else, and that's when you fuck me. The ants, then if we think of the uncles, it says UN-key, because C-L-E in the uncle, C-L-E in French is actually saying the key of. So now we have the ants, we had Vera, and I'm not sure, that was from Maud. I know my ex-wife used to love that program. She even got me into it. It was pretty cool staying home from work just to watch, eh? What else? Where else is there? Let me look through. Oh, yes. Los Angeles can also say Los or Soul. Los Angeles. Aloha. It says Soul Allah. God, soul, somit, might us. I don't know what it is, but if I play with it enough, I will see something. 50. Mit, the mit in time. God King, the mit in time. Why? Because this is either 20 or 50 or 2020 or 2029. Because you see these two letters? This is a 5 and an O instead of an O and an S. When it changes in my mind, that's where the story goes. I'm not trying to follow anybody's other way of how anything gets done. Okay? There's only one way to go, and that's the way I know. Okay? I'm not going to be indecisive and decide 10 ways. If I don't do something you don't like, or if there's something you'd like me to try, no problem. If it happens, it just happens, and you will know. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.